Yesteryears.
Could we pop by and get a steak or?
Like you can stop by and get a steak. Hell yeah. I mean, I I
I
I
love
love
that.
taking people around the shop. Like, love showing them the back, right? The smoker, my coolers, how I do my jerky, how I do my sticks, how I make my sausage, all the things that I do.
Music's in my ears.
Oh, I know, but you gotta come. I can't wait for till you're back in
I'm.
the area, man.
Oh, I'll be back. I'm gonna be back
Yeah.
here for my tenure.
Oh,
We got a road show, bud.
Oh, we're on the show. We're on the road, and we are hype, fired up,
Yeah, we are.
and in the meat kingdom right now. Shall we head to my favorite planet in the galaxy? The planet of good vibes. 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 It's time!
All right. I love humanity. I think it's great.
It's all good, man. I think the word you're searching for is Space Ranger.
The Hamm Planet Podcast.
And with that being said, we are blasting off into the galaxy of good vibes in approximate 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Top of the morning, folks. Good afternoon and good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to the Hamm Planet Podcast. I'm your host, Peter Hamm, and if you're new to the show, we're all about three things. Simple as that.
How bad?
Good vibes, great people, glorious stories. And tonight, we're going to have a handful of that.
We got a road show, bud.
Oh, we're on the show, we're on the road, and we are hyped, fired up,
Yeah, we are.
and in the meat kingdom right now with the one and only Wyatt McCloskey back in the house. Great to see you, brother.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Good to have you back.
Had a blast on the first one. It was a good time. So,
Great time.
yeah, we immediately talked about this after the first one. We were like, we should do this.
It was mid-cast, yeah.
Mid-cast, followed up after. We were like, we should do this. Got dates.
Yeah.
We've been on it ever since, and
we're here. We're executing the mission.
we spoke to fruition, as they say.
Great thing to be happening in life.
Yeah, I agree. So,
Brother, so
what brings you to this neck of the woods, bud? Why don't you
Oh.
tell your guests here?
what brings me to the neck of the woods
Yeah.
is we are here in DeMotte.
DeMotte.
DeMotte, Indiana, and we are in good old Indiana for, first and foremost, to come to the great Yesteryears butcher shop to visit Wyatt, and secondly, for the Culver 10-year reunion. 10 years.
Good God, bud.
10 years. So we're going back. We're out here in the cornfields. We're out here in the land.
We're in the good old northwest of Indiana,
Beautiful part of the country.
also known as the region.
The
For all
region.
those people, I know nobody's gonna know that. But anyway,
No one.
it's good to have you. First of all,
Honor and a
This
pleasure,
is-
brother.
This is awesome. Like literally,
Honor and a pleasure.
been smoking a tri-tip in the back for us for the past, I think, 3.5 hours now. So
Ooh.
yeah, no, we're gonna get into that later.
Yeah, we are here at Yesteryears, and Wyatt, just to tap the audience in to this great surroundings that we have, brother, could you give us a list of your top 5 favorite meats from Yesteryears?
Okay, we have to do a walkthrough. Sorry, I didn't view my. We'll have to do some sort of a
We'll
camera
show some,
walkthrough, right?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
gonna be
Well,
there's gonna be a preview mixed in here, I guarantee you.
Okay. Well, I just mentioned we've got the tri-tip and the smoker. That is probably one of my favorite pieces of meat that we have here that we make kind of special. It has, which is right here, our prime rib seasoning made here in-house.
Love that.
Yes, and then it also has my in-house beef brine. And I think the best way to do it is smoking it low and slow like we have been. And we're about to put it on a sandwich and with some cheese, a little bit of barbecue sauce, maybe some pickles if you're into that. And
so, brother, we don't have a top 5 favorites?
well, no. That's I'm just getting started. Tri-tip. Tri-tip's
Because
gonna
that's
be number
got
5.
me very excited.
Tri-tip's
tri-tip's
gonna come in
number
right at number 5. Okay.
Tri-tip number 5.
Okay.
Hey, brother, get up in here. You can grab this and move it if you need.
I'm a little uncomfortable with this.
Just grip it and rip it.
Okay.
There you
Number
go.
4, we're gonna come in with a solid
4.
I would say probably this item right behind us here. It is the bacon wrapped petite tenderloin. It is a tail end of the tenderloin, or a fillet, right? So, and then I wrap it in bacon and season it again in the prime rib seasoning. And that is a fantastic standalone steak, or again, you can make a little slider out of it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Bacon just makes things so amazing.
Bacon does really help.
It's a great thing.
Okay, number 3.
Number 3.
We're going to come in with a little creation I came up on my own. It is called a dragon egg. It's a little further down the case. It is our in-house ground beef.
Wow. Fantastic.
Seasoned, in-house seasoning, of course. We've got cilantro, cheese, our steak sauce, and all of that is put inside of an onion shell. And then that onion shell is put together as 2 halves, wrapped in bacon, and then that bacon is seasoned. And again, the best way to do it is smoke it, if not air fry it. Anyone out there that's listening that has an air fryer and you're not using anything bacon in the air fryer, it's a big mistake. It's no bacon. Every time air fryer, it goes in the air fryer. Bacon is awesome in the air fryer.
I always do it on my skillet. Put it in the air fryer?
I mean, any type of bacon. Bacon wrapped, bacon by itself, whatever.
Actually, I do have a follow-up question on air fryers after we get our top 5, because now we're coming down to 3, 2, and 1, or are we at 2 and 1?
I think we're coming into 2 and then 1.
Oh, yep. Oh, the dragon egg, yep.
Yeah. Okay, so dragon egg at 3. Okay, so 2, I haven't brought out quite yet. It's a little bit more of an expensive piece. I'm waiting for it, a little bit more foot traffic to come in. But it's another thing that I came up with. I call it the triple P pinwheel. It is a skirt steak, laid out, butterflied open, and it has prosciutto, provolone, and my homemade pesto. And then we roll that up and cut it into little pinwheel steaks, and it is fantastic. It's very good.
Love the attention to detail.
Yeah. Triple
Got a lot
P,
of
man. It is delicious.
Goodness in one dip.
Yeah.
One
little steak. It's
steak.
a meal. It's a meal.
One steak.
And then number 1 is the Italian beef here. I mean, it is supreme. I mean, I've been eating it for 3 years for lunch, at least a couple times a week. So I still haven't gotten sick of it. It's still delicious every time I eat it. We really do make a great Italian beef. I take a lot of pride in, the specific way that I cook it, keeping it nice and tender, slicing it incredibly thin, our in-house au jus, everything, down to the like craft peppercini peppers that I put in there. So, I mean, it's
Pepperoncinis are amazing.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't
Great
get the cheap shit. I get some really good,
From
quality
Italia.
pepperoncinis. Yeah.
Up
know.
in northern
You know
Italy.
Tony, huh?
Tony.
You know
Tony.
Tony. Okay.
What a fantastic top 5, brother. I must say, I'm just kind of frozen in hunger.
Yeah, you kind of
Because
threw me
that's,
into it right there, but I went for it.
You know, phenomenal list. I'm intrigued by the dragon egg.
Yeah,
I might need to try that.
Yeah, you guys should definitely take that for the weekend.
Oh, 1,000%.
Yes.
Brother.
He's probably hating me. I'm doing mic adjustments.
No.
Mid-show.
No. Get it nice and right.
He's a liar.
Would never do that to your brother. Adjust away.
Yeah,
like I said, I've had many occurrences
I'm trying to
on
get
the
this
show.
like in my mouth.
And that's what you got to do. You got to get it up in there.
Yeah.
Like some people have certain chairs for their podcast so that the guest is like up in there.
Yeah, no, I can see this now. Like this was very, like we were so excited for the idea of doing a podcast in front of the meat case, and then we started setting everything up, and we're just like, holy shit, we have to like really cram in here, and like,
we're in the shop.
Yeah, we're in the shop. We're chilling.
We're in the shop.
We're chilling. People are driving by and just probably looking in here, small town shit, and they're like, what the fuck is he doing?
What is occurring?
People are gonna come in tomorrow and be like, saw you.
I saw some lights on
Were
in
you-
a studio and a show,
recording?
and you and some
What are you
big guy swinging around the butcher equipment.
Yep.
Which,
Good call by this guy.
I asked Wyatt, let's get some old school butcher equipment. This is what comes.
And we got the scale here.
The scale.
Look at that. It's functionable.
What year is that scale from?
I bet you. I bet it says it on here. I'm gonna look for a little bit.
Dude, that butcher knife is like 40, 50 pounds. 1906.
Wow.
1906.
I've had this on a shelf in my store for God knows how long.
Since 1906.
No, I've had it. I do know. It was stupid to say God knows how long. I've had this on my shelf since last January.
Okay.
And I've never really looked. I mean, I've looked at it. I've been like, it's very cool. That's why I've kept it out front.
Do you know where it originally came from? Like,
No,
who's the 1906 owner?
The old owner bought it. I don't know where it came from, where he got it from. I never asked.
Wow. I didn't know it was that much of an antique. It's crazy to be around something that came from then, but it's still here.
Yeah. No, and I bet you some of the stuff up on the walls, like other than that, I bet you that thing's fucking crazy old, dude. Look at.
We have a lot of old school butcher
You can
equipment.
see
This butcher.
Let me see that thing.
This?
Let me see that.
Yes.
Give me this for the audience here. I mean, you could see like that it's being sanded. Like this thing probably was rusted up, old as shit. I mean, I'm just looking at it. I don't know when it would have been made, but man, it's old. I mean, you don't see this shit anymore.
No, absolutely not. I mean, and it's heavy. That thing's heavy.
Ridiculously heavy.
Dude, it's like 40 pounds.
No, that would split a cranium like nothing.
That's what a good butcher knife is probably for, I would say.
Yeah.
I would
breaking. That's like, honestly, I've used that knife several times when I have a hard time breaking like a socket bone when I'm deboning a lamb or something like that. I just don't want to use the saw because it's clean. I've got one little bone to get through, and I'm trying to break a hip bone out of this socket, and it just won't come out. And I'll just grab that thing, and I'll put it on there, and I'll just boom, whack it.
Yep. And you know what?
Good.
Turns out to be a great steak and a great meal. Or what's a lamb called? It's not called steak,
Well,
right?
Just because we can do this here.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother. We are here at the butcher shop and have never been surrounded by so much delicious meat in my entire life. Here we go. We got Wyatt bringing some meat on to the show. What do we got here, brother? What's the meat of the night? Or what's this meat in the hands?
For Easter time, but we are looking at a marinated lamb leg. So that is more of a Greek style marinade. It is excellent. So this is like what I'm talking about. When I take the hip bone out of there, it's just
This is good
A
meat.
tough procedure.
Lamb is packed with great things.
Yes, and this is good old American lamb.
Even better.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, we're gonna set this.
So, Wyatt, how much would that run someone? That lamb, like,
It's right there.
because that looks like a fine piece of meat.
It would be $89.68.
That's a good deal, I feel like. It's an American lamb.
We're open Monday through Saturday, 8:30 to 6.
8:30 to 6.
Close at 5 on Saturdays. Thank you.
Yesteryears. Yesteryears. I'm plugging them, and it's all out of love. All out of love, and just, I mean, you heard the man. You heard the top 5. Just come pop in. Get you a nice anything.
All right. So speaking on stopping by, right? This is obviously my shop,
Right.
mom and pop shop.
Yep.
Small, servicing a community. I love being their butcher. My passion is bringing people together through food, and I just if I've got a message to put out on this podcast, it would be, that just shop local. It really helps
Shop
out.
local. I agree,
You know.
brother. 1,000%.
I go out of my way to make sure that we've got good quality products for our customers and that they have an experience. And, there's other small mom and pop shops just like myself that are trying to do the same thing. So shop local. It means a lot.
I love it, and I couldn't agree more. And it's a special thing, It's a communal thing. It brings people together,
For
and
sure.
you're getting the good shit.
Yeah. Like I have regulars, right? I know what they like. And,
Yeah.
we're starting to see some new faces in here, and, people are really enjoying some things. I think about just coming here and having an experience of these people who, just enjoy having these customers and knowing them and knowing what they like. And, for example, today I literally had a mom and her 2 daughters come in, and her older daughter, she must be 3.5, 4 years old, loves cheese. She's like literally since she's like 2.5, she's been coming in here, like just every time she sees the deli, down there with all the cheese, she just starts screaming cheese, right? And so we've started giving her little just samples of cheese, right? The first cut of cheese, we give it to her, and she's known as the cheese princess now. So when, she comes in, we see her, we just know to slice a piece of cheese for her. And her mom was saying, like, I love that experience. I love coming here and being treated that way, and having like having recognition. Like, you guys know, like, oh, hey, this is so and so and her daughter who loves cheese. Like, we know what they want. We know what they're gonna get before they even order it.
She's happy.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing. I love it. I think people right now should ask themselves, where are you getting your meat from? Or are you
Good question.
or did you eat at Sonic for the past week?
Well,
I'm not
no
saying
diss on
us.
Sonic, but
No diss on Sonic. Y'all know I've had my Sonic basis, which is why I feel like I can speak on that. But you're getting meat from your hometown butcher.
yeah, no, it's a really cool thing to do. Especially, I encourage people to see if they've got a butcher shop, especially a small mom and pop butcher shop near their hometown or their house. It's an experience, and it really means something to us, the butchers, the people who are working hard to provide that experience. So
I love it. So just curious, in what regions of the U.S. are a butcher shop a staple in a town? Because I feel as if some towns I've been to, they just don't have it.
yeah, I don't know. It's something I've been looking at. I've been, an easy way to do it is through Instagram. I've been following all these butcher shops that have Instagrams, and you
Yeah.
can see where, like,
Those get me so hungry.
I just started following one down in Texas. They sell like only prime meat, ton of Wagyu, like really nice stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Really nice stuff. and they have the customers for it because it's like Houston, Austin area, I believe, stuff like that. I'll show you the link because you got to check them out if I think they might be opening up near you.
Allen Brothers?
No, Hispanic name. They've won multiple awards. They are on it, man.
Dude,
it's something I wish I could do.
Yeah.
But I have a lot of people who are, they kind of rely on the fact that we have a good quality meat at a pretty fair price, right? So
old school.
It's tough to bring in prime and Wagyu and sell that, but I am starting to see like a lot of my customers are, I brought in prime meats for Mother's Day, and a lot of customers really enjoyed it. I think there's a little bit of a market for prime, and I've actually had good 9 or 10 people ask me about dry aged meats and stuff like that. I'm actually thinking about putting a dry aged meat refrigerator right up here so people can actually watch and have it like a countdown on it, saying, hey, this is my, I have a bourbon butter dry aged ribeye.
And it turns to jerky or?
No. When you dry age something, in essence, you're allowing bacteria to grow on the outside of this meat. And what happens is you get this really good flavor depending on whatever you put on there. I mean, like I said, mine is bourbon butter, so it's a little bit of a different flavor than if you put a seasoning or some sort of a salt, whatever it may be, right?
Sure.
But what you end up with is you have to trim out the outer layer because it's actually like,
right.
It's putrid, if you will. It's gone really bad. It's black,
Right.
You trim all of that off and you cook that. You have a different flavor, a different aroma in your mouth. It's truly excellent. And I just didn't think I had a market around here. And like I said, I started having a couple people come in and just say that something that they'd be interested in. And I thought, well, I think I'm going to have to start looking for a refrigerator for here. I have a few recipes for dry aged, whole slabs of meat, whether it's New York or ribeye or whatever it is. But
so all bacteria is eliminated through that process?
No. It is
majority though.
No. Okay, so I'm gonna take a piece of meat, right? Whether I break it off of a cow or I get it out of a box, let's just say, for example, I take it out of a box, right? It's a ribeye, boneless, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some bourbon butter on it, and then I'm gonna wrap it. I'm gonna wrap it in cheesecloth, and then I'm gonna pour bourbon over the top of that cheesecloth. It's a cloth for this purpose. It's to help with the dry aging process, right? So after I put the cheesecloth over the bourbon butter, I'm gonna pour bourbon over that. And then I'm going to hang it on a hook, and I'm going to hang it in a refrigerator that's it literally looks like a small little dorm room, refrigerator with a clear lid with UV lights, and it sits in there and it ages, and it allows this bacterial growth and all these things that are happening that, things are breaking down, a science of meat that I haven't quite understood that I'm going to need to dive into and need to know the exact vocabulary for everything, because I need to explain that to my customers so they understand why it's such a higher price, because you have a smaller yield, in the sense that if I were to cut that same boneless ribeye and put it right in this case, I can get, let's say it's 15 pounds. I can make 15 pounds worth of boneless ribeye, right? But when I age it, it might not end up at 15 pounds because I have to cut that off and throw some of it away. It might be, 11 or 10 pounds, whatever it may be. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't done it on a continuous basis, right? So,
a lot of science.
There's so much behind it that I'm going to have to dive into, but it's something I've realized that my customers, there's some customers around here who want to spend some money on good quality meat. Yeah. My next thing is to start bringing in, a couple samples of Wagyu and, seeing what people think about.
What specifically is Wagyu again? Just for the folks out there and to refresh my memory.
Dude, Wagyu is crazy. I wish I had. I just put up some prime pieces of meat.
What's a what makes a Wagyu a Wagyu?
The marbling, the amount of intermuscular fat throughout the piece of meat.
So it's the health of the original
it's the
beef?
diet. It's what they do to the cow.
Is it just grass diet or what?
I'm sure there's grass-fed Wagyu. I'm sure there's different types of Wagyu. I don't think there needs to be. I'm not 100% on the diet of Wagyu. I'll tell you that. But what I will tell you is that it is such a high grade of fat, intermuscular fat,
comes from a nice cow.
Which is the really pretty marbling you see like in the steak, the white lines in the steak, not the hunks of white fat on the edges and stuff like that.
It does look like marble.
Yeah, exactly. Like these ribeyes they have good marbling in it. A Wagyu, it's like there's almost no red. It's more white than red. It's literally 80% white and 20% red. And you cook it, you just sear the edges and you eat it very, very raw, and it is incredibly good. I mean,
Wagyu
is amazing.
I love a Wagyu. I just never really.
I have some Wagyu flank steaks in the freezer that I'd be willing to part ways with, if you guys are interested in. I could have my meat cutter, who is a wonderful gentleman from Mexico, and he could cut that up.
Shout out to him.
Cut up really well, and season it. We could do it. We can do some good stuff there.
Whatever you think will be good to consume.
Yeah, we'll go over it.
I am in. Well, brother, the meat is fascinating in so many ways. Who would win, the porterhouse or the ribeye?
Oh.
If you had to pick from your perspective, meat wars.
I don't know. This is, for a little while there, I would have told you porterhouse. It was my go-to steak for a little while. While I worked here before I owned this place, and while I worked here, it was one of my favorite steaks to take home. I love the fact that you can get, if nobody knows, a short loin, which is where a T-bone and a porterhouse come from, and the difference between a T-bone and a porterhouse is that a T-bone does not have as much or any of the tenderloin in it, right? So what you have is a New York on the top part of a T-bone and a porter, right? So if you look at the New Yorks and then you look at that, it's the same shape, right?
It is.
So that's the New York, and then underneath it is the filet mignon. So what you have in the back, a T-bone in essence is a bone-in New York, right? And then a porterhouse is a bone-in New York with a filet on it. So I liked having a New York and a filet, a good lean meat. That was really good for me. I was okay with that. A lot of times I would cook it with like a dried hatch pepper seasoning or something like that, and I'd slow braise it and then use it for tacos.
That's some damn good tacos.
Yeah, I do the same with short ribs, and I love short rib tacos.
What makes the short rib tacos slap?
Well, you slow braise a lot longer on the short rib, and if you get really good pieces of short rib, it's like almost like marbled like Wagyu, but it's one of those tougher pieces. If you just cooked it like a steak and you thought, I'm going to eat this short rib like a steak, if it's prime or Wagyu, it might be really nice to eat as a steak, but just like a choice or above, like you go to cut in that thing, it's a little bit tougher to chew on because of just the way it's set up versus like a ribeye or something like that. So I enjoy a slow braise on a short rib, cooking it nice and slow in liquid. Whatever type of liquid you want to do. Short rib's also excellent.
Gotta have the braise. Gotta have the braise.
It's great. Short rib. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Old grandma's got my grandma Gran. She's got a fabulous
y'all the
short rib
family recipe.
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of family recipes?
I have a lot of, I wouldn't say family recipes. I would say of my grandma's recipes from on my mom's side.
Love that.
Yeah.
Her own cookbook.
Yes, in essence, yeah. She gave a cookbook to each one of the McCloskey siblings
That's
or
amazing.
children, however you want to put it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
My uncle's mom. I'm not sure what the technical term is there.
Your
Yeah.
uncle's mom?
My uncle's mom. So it's like my cousin's grandmother had a cookbook, and it's pretty awesome. I have a bottle opener, bro. Okay, sure. 1922 Axe works great. It really does. That's a great prop.
Anyway, if your
Yeah.
aunt had a penis, she'd be your uncle, I think is what you were saying.
Brother, I was just saying we got a cookbook also in the family. No. We got a cookbook too.
Oh man,
Good
I had a
cookbook.
few too many.
No, you
Road
haven't,
soda.
Milady. Oh, a couple of tough guy sodas.
Couple of big boy sodas.
Hey, you've only had one, my guy.
No, this is number 4.
Well, brother,
I've been slipping them
they're
past you.
they're the premier, so they're like
They're
3
like
is
water.
1.
They're like water.
3 is 1, I believe, is a new caloric.
Don't think that's how caloric wise. Yes, that's how that works. Alcohol level wise.
They're getting pretty good with that technology. Calories to alcohol to no calories.
Yeah, understanding what you can and can't put in here. Yeah, no, they're getting very good at it.
What do you think our adult refreshments are going to look like in 20 years?
You know what's crazy is, and I shouldn't say it's crazy. I think there's a lot of self-awareness nowadays, and you know, as much as I love drinking, I can take it too far, and I know there's other people who have serious issues with drinking. So
I know.
I guess you know what, I was gonna say it's crazy, but now I'm gonna say shout out mocktails, right? You know, non-alcoholic drinks that have a kick specifically to remind you like of that alcoholic taste or alcohol taste, I should say. Alcoholic, sorry.
Yeah.
But I've had some excellent mocktails recently. Went to a food show, and I was in a European import area of the food show, and I found I was telling you earlier, some great mocktails. I mean, obviously, the difference between a mocktail and a cocktail is one fucking turn of a wrist.
Right.
And it's that easy if you want to have alcohol in it, right? But at the same time, if you don't, it's just as easy to make that drink, right? So, going to be bringing those in, but back to what you're saying. I think.
What do you think the drink landscape looks like?
I mean, you tell me, because when I went to college, like frat guys were shoving tampons soaked in alcohol up their ass. So
yeah, I mean,
no offense to frat guys, but what the fuck?
I mean, yeah, I steer clear of that.
I mean, you heard that and you're like, no, and then you heard it again and you're just like, what in the fuck is going on over there?
Not a smart idea, really not. Well, I'm glad we've adapted from that.
I don't know, man. I really don't know. Like, my point is, I feel like somebody's always going to do something like extreme. And then, there's going to be this rebound culture like of what we have right now. Like right now is like this
what
mocktail
type of refreshments.
I don't every
like right now, like Twisted Tea, it didn't exist 10 years ago. Seltzers didn't exist.
It did exist, and they did exist.
A lot of this
they just
IPA,
existed in the sense of in
20 years
somebody's
ago. I mean,
home.
20 years.
Even 20 years ago, you're telling me club soda didn't exist 20 years ago? You're telling me I couldn't take a what's a good example?
I mean, they
I mean, just like a vodka soda with
what about
a lemon.
more
I
years
love
from
that. Dude, that was somebody was making that 20 years ago.
I know. I'm wondering, like, what are we making now that's going to be that drink, you know?
I don't know, because like when I think about trends, I think about health, right? And I think about energy.
We're gonna have like
I think
smoothies.
about protein, and I think about nutrition, like specifically from greens.
Adult
right?
smoothies.
an
They already
adult,
have those.
a green smoothie. Like
A
you
green
get your
super
kale,
fruit
you get your kale, your spinach, all your greens in my the green juice I was showing you earlier. You get all that, but with whatever choice of alcohol you want.
Right.
I don't know.
At whatever
it's like
scale you really.
I don't know how that would work.
I could see it.
I don't know.
That's what's healthy now, and what
I don't know. I really don't. It's crazy.
Can only drink so many smoothies.
It's crazy to see
4 smoothies tonight.
It's right. Yeah,
that'd be horrible. That'd be rough.
You're asking me what's going to be trending in 20 years when it comes to drinking, and
getting a prediction.
And I can't even tell you what's going to be trending tomorrow in this tiny little town I live in.
Brother, me.
If I knew that, we'd be in a brand new location,
But the cozy feel here.
Yeah, no, nothing against that. What I'm saying is like, if I understood the trending of things, like I'd be doing a lot better than I am right now.
Oh, brother, you're doing great.
No, I'm doing great.
You look at all this meat around us.
You're missing my point. My point is that 20 years. Fuck, I have no idea. I can't even predict tomorrow.
I couldn't agree more, brother. Sometimes it's fun to just hypothesize.
Yes.
Kind of like Nostradamus, or there's a couple of them. Aristotle, Pluto.
Yeah, you like to, sit around and think.
Well, it's a fascinating thing, isn't that? I feel like this is what
they were probably sitting there like this.
Every time Nostradamus said something.
Yeah.
We are scooting and booting along in the episode. More good vibes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gents, welcome back to the Hamm Planet Meatcast,
which has now become Pete Hot 109.3.
Yep. Like a radio station?
Yeah.
Oh,
you
sure.
know.
Hey, what's up? How we doing?
Guy,
we're in the house.
I'm telling him a story, like literally, like guessing something, like
right.
And he literally, I'm trying to tell him what I think somebody's been through today, and he just goes, "Yeah, dude, spit bars." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Were you not freestyling there?" And I was like, "No, dude, I was trying to tell you a fucking
like a freestyle.
story."
You look like a freestyle.
And then I was like, "But you want me to spit bars? I'll fucking spit bars." So,
who doesn't love spitting bars? All right, so here we go. We're gonna fire up a beat. DJ is gonna play that track.
All right. You don't know me, I keep putting in work even after my job, right? Like, I care for my family, protecting my canopies. I got trippers on my guy, right? He keeps on testing me, calling me up late at night, and he asks for the recipe. I say, you got to invest in me like I'm some equity. Make me your deputy, hey. I can shine light into the darkness. Hold up, ooh. Let me go and spark this. Hold up, ooh. Let me get a little bit of Hennessy and mix this up. We can start this. Oh, well, you want some? Shit. Well, I think I want all of the smoke. I'm ready to pull out the burner and burner. Ooh. Toast. Whoa. That ain't no joke. I'ma shoot and make you ghost. That's it. I gave it all.
Love to see it. Let's give it up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. And this guy, he literally, that all surfaced from me trying to tell him a story, and then he thought I was like spitting bars, and then I said I could spit bars, and it ended up, it was a good, comeback from commercial break.
Yeah, I think that's probably how a lot of great music is made. During like weird occurrences.
Oh God.
Definitely some like electronic music that they're
maybe
created in unusual scenarios. I don't know. Anyways, ladies and gents, welcome back to the good old Hamm Planet Podcast. We're happy to see you, reporting live from Yesteryears, a butcher shop in DeMotte, Indiana, surrounded by some of the finest meats in all of the land. And I gotta tell you what, ladies and gents, I am a happy camper, because you know me, You know I love a good steak. You know I love a good burger. You know I love a good porterhouse. I love a good, you name it. If it's meat, I love to see it.
Yeah.
Especially when it's from good old Yesteryears butcher shop. That's where we're at, ladies and gents. Bringing it full circle. Wyatt, how you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Love to see it.
Couple road sodas deep and, having a good time with my buddy Pete here.
Brother Finn. I love to see it.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
We just toured the facilities.
Yep.
And
What'd we
two
think?
big freezers. Phenomenal.
One freezer, one cooler.
So those were different?
Yeah. The
Wow.
smaller one was a freezer, bigger one's a cooler.
Cooler.
Yes.
It is a
Cooler
massive
meaning,
cooler.
yeah, like not frozen items. It is. It's a big cooler. You got to have, a lot of meat. We sell a lot of meat here.
You do. And
You do, guy.
You do, guy. My guy is a
My guy.
like broski term is a great one.
Yeah.
In the arsenal.
No,
What are some of your favorites?
Mine is my guy, and I can't tell you how
My
long
guy.
I've been saying it. For a while there, shout out Dog, the bounty hunter.
Okay.
For a while there, me and the boys were saying Bretta. Hey,
Bretta.
Bretta. Hey, Bretta.
Brother.
Hey, Bretta. Like the Hawaiian, the Samoan.
Hey, brother.
Hey, Bretta.
I respect that.
That was
We
the
do-
hit for a little while around here.
This is let's
But
use
this
a
is
knife.
my bottle
Way cooler.
opener. Yeah, this is my bottle opener.
That's a way better one. I like obviously brother is a staple for me.
My guy hit hard for me. I was like,
My guy-
I like that.
Oh, dude,
I
it's so
still
funny.
use it. I still use it.
And it's funny. It's like in a good way. It's like a brotherly funniness.
Like every time somebody does something good, I'm like, my guy.
My guy.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's
What about
it's a safe for
my
work
G?
term. My G?
my G?
Yeah, I've said my G. For sure.
What about
But my
broski?
guy. Nah, broski's
Too soft.
said it when it was there.
Ran its course.
It ran its course, exactly.
Dude.
I will say with my kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Good with the kids.
Yeah. I'm like, dude.
Hombre.
Hombre. No, never. Amigo. Only when I'm speaking to my Spanish speaking amigos,
Sí.
friends.
Sí.
Sí,
Sí.
sí, señor.
Sí, papa.
Sí, papi, hoy.
Papi, papa. Two great words to use in the Spanish tone. I will say everyone loves it.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love? Any other words? I sometimes. Chief, what up, Chief?
Chief is more entering a fighting realm for me.
Right.
Like usually when I hear Chief, it's like
Yo,
the shit's
yeah.
about to go down.
Yeah.
Like I'm not your chief, dude. Like, don't you fucking call me
I'm
chief.
not in
I was
your
about to
tribe.
fucking call you chief. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not in your fucking tribe.
Dude. Every time.
Chief is not a good when
Me and my
I hear
brother do
chief
it
is-
casually, and some people, take it.
Yeah, no. When I hear chief, it's like,
Who's your chief? Commander?
no. I'm literally like looking to see if everyone's okay. I'm like, oh shit, somebody's not happy.
How about Buckaroo? No,
Kid. That's a kid.
buddy.
Oh, buddy, all the time. Hey, bud.
Oh,
Oh, hey, bud.
Bud's different from buddy.
Yeah, I guess, buddy.
What do you
Buddy
like
might
better?
be in the fighting realm as well.
It used to be a massive fighting
Hey,
words
fuck you,
for me.
buddy.
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy,
For sure.
who are you talking to, buddy?
Bud, though, I do like Bud.
Bud's
Hey,
a
bud.
nice,
Bud.
good, family term, family friendly.
I use Bubba for the boys.
Bubba.
For my two boys.
I like Bubba.
Hey, Bubba, come here.
Hey, Bubba. Yeah, I like that. That's
Yeah.
a good one. You know who Jelly Roll is?
Yes.
He says,
Bubba.
yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Dude.
That's some down south,
Oh, yeah.
wherever he's from type of shit. Bubba.
Dude, he is a unit.
Yeah, he is.
He's pretty entertaining, though. I got to give it to him.
Yeah. No, I agree. 1,000%. Entertaining.
I hope he's doing all right, though.
Me too, though. I mean,
You need to stay healthy.
Health conditions.
Yeah.
You can't
Health is wealth.
be that big and be healthy.
You can't.
I mean, I understand it.
You once
Were a big dude for a little while.
topped 300, right?
No, just at it. Just under
Yeah.
it, just at it. 297, I
Okay.
think, was the last time I was on a scale, and I was like, okay, I got to change, and I probably didn't change for a good 10 days.
That was the last time you got on the scale from now?
No, I just got on a scale yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're at 215.
Nice.
I want to be a little bit lower, but it's okay. We're okay with it.
Brother, that's great.
Yeah.
Damn,
Sure,
man.
sure.
I was at 287
Holy cow, bud.
bents. But
That's-
now we're down
that's
to
a thinker.
250. So,
That's good.
yeah,
That's good.
trending in the right direction. Brother, so a hot topic nowadays
Uh-huh.
is Chat GPT.
Oh, yes, this is crazy. So,
Fire away, brother.
yeah, your brother
Right.
was the first person I kind of like really listened to about it. I've got numerous podcasts I follow and listen to, and people have mentioned it, and I'm just kind of like I have yet to give into anything AI, and
Give in? Is that how we view it?
Oh yeah.
You're again.
No, I'm not against it, but you're giving in.
Oh yeah.
You've opened a door that is going to be pretty hard to shut.
I view it as a tool.
I understand that, but I also and you
Tools
also
can't
know
always
that
be-
everyone who's talked about and created this stuff, the creators of Chat GPT have literally talked about how like sideways it could go.
Yeah. It has this stuff called hallucinations where it just starts saying things that don't even like
No, I've heard
that
this
are
stuff.
like not okay.
That's what I mean. When I start hearing it, I'm like, okay, I fast forward. I'm just like, not about it.
The fact they call it that is
I
pretty
literally have way more to worry about right now. And I mean, as much as sometimes, especially in this business, it can be a pain in the ass, this town is pretty far behind the trend. Like you just opened up this topic with a trending topic is this, right? So this town, although we all are talking about it, like especially the younger you are, I mean, the less of a thing it is being used around here. This town is very behind the trend. So you don't hear a lot about it. Like I honestly, the most I heard about it anywhere was from your brother when I was visiting in Puerto Rico. And the things I heard about it, I was like, this is awesome. But like, I mean, just how, like, I don't understand it in the sense, like, I mean, does it see everything you do now that you have this app in your computer? And it's like, what can it do that I don't know. I don't know.
So this is what I know, and I'm no expert, but I do use it for my line of work to a degree as a tool. It builds these language models, and it basically is given tons of like everything in the internet to read, and it like reads it, and it like sees what goes together.
Yeah.
Kind of like puts the puzzle pieces together for you. And it utilizes that to kind of provide its output. Yeah. So like one thing I did, speaking of it, is I asked it, what are the top 10 facts about Fair Oaks Farms? And I've got that list here. Are you ready to hear it, brother?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. Number 1. Fair Oaks Farms is a working dairy farm located in Indiana, USA. It is one of the largest agro-tourism destinations in the country.
Yep.
That was number 1. And I just asked it one time. Number 2, the farm was founded in 1999 by Indiana dairy farmers Mike and Sue McCloskey.
Very nice.
In 1999, right year?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is checking out.
Number 3.
And very respectfully mentioned both.
Yeah. Love that. Number 3, Fair Oaks Farms is home to over 36,000 cows, making it one of the largest dairy farms in the world.
Yep. Throughout all of our partner farms here, not just on our farm, but all of them, that participate in Fair Oaks Farms. Yes.
Love it. Brother, number 4, the farm is committed to sustainability and has implemented a number of environmentally friendly practices, such as using cow manure to generate electricity.
Yes.
I wonder if it listened to our podcast.
Yeah, I know. That was
We talked about it in the last one. Go check it out.
That was my previous life before dealing with this wonderful meat behind me.
Well, brother, love to see it. Brother, next one. Number 5, Fair Oaks Farms offers a variety of educational and interactive experiences for visitors, including tours of the farm, a cheese factory, and a pig adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah, bud.
Number 6, the farm also features a hotel, restaurant, conference center, making it a popular destination for events and weddings.
Very true. I mean, I know a guy that got married there.
I do too. My brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number 7, Fair Oaks Farms is dedicated to animal welfare and uses technology to ensure the exceptional comfort and well-being of its cows.
Yeah. It's a very true statement.
Love that. Number 8, the farm produces a variety of dairy products, including milk, cheese, ice cream, which are sold in stores throughout the Midwest.
Yes.
Number 9, Fair Oaks Farms has received numerous awards for its sustainability efforts and commitment to education, including the Governor's Award for Environmental Excellence.
Yep.
Governor's Award?
Governor.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah. I believe that was, and I could be wrong, but I think that was, oh, Lord. Who's Trump's VP? Mike Pence. I believe that was Mike Pence's time.
Yep.
I think so. But
Big Indiana guy.
Could be wrong. Yes, big Indiana guy.
And number 10, the farm has become a popular destination for families and school groups, and it attracts over 500,000 visitors per year.
I don't know that exact number, but that's probably spot on. I mean, that's
500,000. That's right around there.
It's a lot of people.
Would probably a good estimation.
Yeah, probably a great estimation. I mean, it's been spot on so far.
Pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I have to give it that. I mean, it did a really good job.
We are now going to ask it a question. And I'm going to ask it, give me the top 50 funny this or that questions, and we'll go rapid fire. How does that sound?
Okay.
Let's see what it gives us.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hamm Planet Podcast. Ask Genie this or that. Chat GPT.
We're just messing with AI, feeding in information.
Seeing if it works.
Just everything.
I mean, we're just
not to do.
You're not doing it, brother. I'm doing it.
Everything.
I'm telling you that I'm doing it, and you're kind of supervising it.
Yeah, I'm overseeing. I'm not. Listen to him, not me.
50 this. Funny. We'll do funny.
Funny. So before we get into this, how excited are you for this Culver weekend? This 10-year.
Extremely excited, brother. Culver is a big part of who I am.
Yes.
And just as yourself, it's a big part of you. A big part of everyone who's gone through the Iron Gate or the Arch, I believe, for the ladies. And
Shout out to ladies.
Shout out to ladies. It's one of those places that, you know, you just got to be there to experience it. And when you go through the full experience, which we both did,
I got 3/4, but
well, brother, you were definitely, it's a big part of who Wyatt is.
yeah,
That's
for
what
sure.
that's how I view it.
yes.
Yeah. And very excited. Gonna be good to be back.
Yeah, no,
excited to be-
I'm a little jealous. My tenure fell on like COVID. Like, I mean, COVID hit March. My tenure was in May, so I missed it. Very upsetting.
That was tough.
Very upsetting. I mean, what a fun reunion to go to. Like, I mean, I live less than an hour away from the academy. So, and I knew so many people. I went to 08, 09, tenure, and it was so fun. Like, just spending, you know, I mean, the upperclassmen, like, I mean, it's just so fun. I mean, I'm getting out of this shop as soon as I can on Saturday so I can take my wife and kids out to Culver so I can spend time with Culver people before everyone leaves on Sunday. I mean,
Absolutely.
That's how much it means
Valuable
to me.
time.
Like, exactly. My sister, my brother are out there at the same time. You're there. Your brother's there. Hoshi's
Yep.
there. I mean, there are going to be so many people. I loved the class of 08 so very much.
I love them too.
Yeah.
A lot of them are like big brothers.
Yeah.
Even though a little swoller than most of them though.
Ah, yeah. You're the big boy now.
Love them though. Okay, so it just gave me 50 this or that. Now I'm going to tell it. Let's make them a little funnier and see what it does.
This is just crazy.
More comedic.
Yeah.
So it did, I mean, it gave a list.
It probably was horrible. I've had comedians like on the podcast I watch, they just feed it, like make a this joke, make a, you know, Bert Kreischer joke, make a Chris DiStefano joke, and they're just they're not quite there.
They're not there.
No.
No.
And I don't have confidence in this 50 this or that thing. I'm just
I know it's like a science experiment.
we should have pre-talked
to a degree.
our love and hate for this chat.
It's
feeding. Look at those.
Wow. It's actually getting a little juicier. Okay, that I've just read one. It's pretty funny. Holy shit, dude. Okay, this is gonna be good.
All right. Get going, kid.
Well, I'm gonna let it. It's typing them out.
Can't you scroll up while it types it out? Start reading from the top.
I think you gotta let it generate. I don't know. I don't like touching it. It's doing its thing. You know, I feel like I'm shaking its brain or something. But it's not a sentient being.
Yeah, I don't have feelings for it.
I don't either. Wow.
It's just going to town right now.
Are you reading it?
I'm watching this, guys.
Watching
It's intense.
Right.
Fuck, that's crazy. Could you imagine having that? Like, you know what? Let's talk about something really quick. Let's talk about the guy who, I mean, in essence, he saved universities all across the world. But let's talk about the guy who created that app that could tell, like, when an essay is Chat GPT. What a dick.
Who is that guy?
I don't know, but I saw it. I saw it, and it's like it's implemented in multiple universities across this country. Like, there is an app that literally tells you what essay was written by Chat GPT. So, like, you're not getting away with that shit in college. A couple kids, I mean, in the beginning, you were getting away with that shit, and then some guy figured it out how to be able to identify that, put it as a program, and now they run that through every essay through that.
Fantastic, honestly.
I mean, yeah. Good for them, but what a snitch.
Just Google it.
What a snitch.
If you need to get it right. I agree.
I mean, if this were in times, you know, like this.
In one of these times.
If they were in this, and they kind of swung around this a little bit
around
more,
that big guy.
I wish I could just drive this right into one of my cafe tables.
That'd be fun.
It would be, and just leave it there, like drive it so hard into it and just leave it.
Powerful.
Couple more drinks, maybe.
We'll see, brother. We'll see.
Might happen right here on this camera.
We got some funny.
Let's go.
Comedic.
Let's see what you got.
My guy. Are you ready, my guy?
I'm ready.
We'll go rapid fire with this. Let's get a little energy to it.
Okay, a little energy.
Fire me up. Welcome to the this or that round. Wyatt, are you ready, sir?
I'm ready, sir.
Wyatt, would you rather have a pet dragon or a pet unicorn?
Dragon.
Number 2, would you rather be able to talk to animals or speak every human language? I think I asked you this last time.
No, you didn't. That's a tough one. Big outdoors guy. That might be really beneficial. Hey, where's that big buck that I saw on my camera? Have you seen him? The one with 21 points. Over there? Okay, thank you. Yeah. No, I think talking to animals.
Talking to animals.
Yeah, okay. I'm okay with talking to the people I already have to talk to on a regular basis. I'm fine with that.
Would you rather be a giant hamster or a tiny elephant?
A fucking elephant. This is no brainer.
Dude,
Fuck you, Chat GPT. You heard me. Where are the funny ones that you read?
Would you rather have a mullet or a rat tail?
A mullet. A rat tail.
Shout out
what
mullet.
Is this Puerto Rico?
Do they have rat tails?
Oh my God. They inherited it.
Would you rather to be able to have the power to teleport or read minds?
Teleport.
Yeah, definitely teleport.
I'd go to Puerto Rico every Saturday afternoon.
Would you rather have a unibrow or no eyebrows?
Yikes.
Give me the unibrow.
That one's brutal. Yeah, give me the uni.
Oh,
because I'm just gonna fucking shave it. I don't care. Fuck you, Chat GPT. You didn't specify rules. I'll take the uni and shaver.
Would you rather have a permanent clown nose or permanent clown wig?
Pass. It doesn't get a funny enough question to answer.
Okay, that one's pretty soft. Damn, it got a little aggressive. Would I mean, this one's kind of interesting, but not necessarily funny.
Okay.
Would you rather live in a world without music or without movies?
Oh, without movies, 1000%. I am the type of person that I would say 90% of the time I'm watching movies, it's late afternoon or evening. And I am also a morning person, so that means I go to bed pretty early.
Right.
I mean, I literally lay down and start a movie. I'm the memes on Instagram about the girlfriends, like the boyfriend's looking over, being like, "Are you gonna stay awake? Are you?"
Dude, that's a classic.
I am literally that fucking. I'm that basic white bitch. Like,
you're asleep.
Oh, I'm passing out, dude. So I'm good on the movies because I fall asleep. I usually have to watch them in 3 different segments.
Right.
So I will pass on the movies. And again, Chat GPT can suck my dick because it didn't say TV shows.
Right.
And I'm watching New Girl all fucking night.
Oh.
Every night.
New Girl. Not a Yellowstone guy?
I love Yellowstone, but you want to watch a funny show and then watch it like 33 more times through all 6 seasons or 7 seasons. Like I have, New Girl. Maybe not as much as I have. But.
Brother, would you rather have a pet elephant or a pet giraffe?
This is, again.
I mean, or let's go hippo or rhinoceros.
Oh, I don't mess with hippos, man. I see the way
they're both trained by you.
I'll still go rhino. I don't
rhino?
like a hippo.
Dude, I love hippos.
No, man.
They're crazy bastards, though.
They are.
Dude, the videos of them swimming after boats and
oh my gosh,
eating watermelons.
That's what I'm talking about. I do not want anything to do with hippos.
They're fast.
They're fast. They're the death of me. Like
Who
hippos.
who wins in a fight? A hippo or a Kodiak grizzly bear?
Oh, I think a Kodiak wins. So tall. It's going to be able to stand in the water, where if it was a smaller bear like a black or something like that,
Black bears
it's
aren't
going to get
violent.
dragged into water. It's going to get
Yeah, the hippos.
pulled under. The bear's just got to stand up on its back legs a little bit, and it's doing all right. All right.
Who wins in a fight? Jeff Bezos on TRT or Elon Musk on TRT?
I'm actually gonna interject a third and go Zuckerberg.
Zuck.
Yeah, dude, coming through with the jujitsu.
I've heard.
Making them both tap.
I thought that was made by AI though.
Huh? No.
That was an AI generated
No.
story. It's not?
No. Keep it going.
Dude, I saw that. I don't know if he's human, brother.
He's a weird dude.
Unusual
When I
cat.
saw the jujitsu stuff, I was like, it's finally somebody must have gotten close enough to him that he felt like in danger or uncomfortable.
Right.
Because he went for so long with this fucking face and attitude of fucking way up here looking down here, and then just unless he just wanted to get into jiu-jitsu for like stress relief or whatever it may be, I honestly think somebody kind of maybe put a little bit of fear of God in him, and
Sure.
he started doing a little bit of jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu. I'm glad he's doing it. I'm glad he's doing it. He needs to do
I
it.
saw it and I thought it was cool. I was like, good for you, man.
Proud
That's
of him.
pretty badass. I couldn't do jiu-jitsu simply based off of the fact that if I am on my knees and I sit back too far and bend my knees, my hamstring to calf too much,
Right.
my knee will just literally explode. So you won't catch me doing any
No
of
jiu-jitsu, bro.
that
That's
mat rolling around, locking
Yeah.
shit up. Now you want to put on
Chop
some
some
gloves.
Little
and you
old
wanna
school
go,
boxing?
Oh, I'll meet you there.
Sure.
I'll see you boys in the ring.
Seeing
Yeah,
when the bell.
I love a
ding,
good.
ding.
I love having a good boxing match
Hell
with the
yeah.
boys.
Sure.
Back in the day, we used to
Locker
put on the
box?
gloves and yeah.
Dude, hell yeah.
Culver, good old Culver.
Love to see it.
It's gonna
Lacrosse
be a good.
helmet.
It's gonna be a good weekend.
Oh, gonna be a good weekend, bud. Very fired up for
I'm
it.
excited to get there, and I'm wondering where you're gonna be by the time I get there.
Could be at the library.
No. You're gonna be
Could be
in
at
the parade
Lakeside
when
Grill,
I get there.
could
But
be in the parade.
I mean, what state are you gonna be in when I get there? That's what I mean.
Well, I'll be in Texas Sunday, late Sunday
No.
night.
You're missing it.
Oh,
State of mind.
I'll be ready to go. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Yep. Dialed.
Guy over here, fucking Texas.
God bless Texas.
He just loves Texas so much. He's just gotta talk about Texas when I'm not even asking him about it.
Brother, you lived in Texas, the old Panhandle. You almost got killed by a land hurricane one time.
I didn't live there. I spent a lot of time there because of work, and it was horrendous, especially for a guy with contacts. I don't suggest it. The dry heat,
The Panhandle.
the wind, not a nice place, man. Like, who settles down there?
Not many.
Yeah.
Not many, honestly. Have driven through there. Don't see much human life.
No, it's crazy. Like I said, I worked in a town where it was like, I'm pretty sure there were less than 1,000 people in that town, but there were yet like probably hundreds of thousands of cattle.
Yeah. Love to see it.
Crazy.
When the cows outnumber the people, you know you got a good town on your hands.
Fucking Texas. I will say those Texas roads, I mean, you can just haul ass.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of my favorite things about Texas.
You just don't want to get caught by the Texas Rangers or good old Texas State.
You know,
Trooper.
I got pulled over going from the little town I was in
Yeah.
to Amarillo to go watch I was going up there. I think I was going to see like Infinity War or something. This is back then, right? When it was in movie theaters. And what was I doing before? A couple days before, I was going to Amarillo for something, maybe a date or something like that. And I was late, and I'm hauling ass, and I get pulled over by this cop, and I'm telling him, "Hey, I'm sorry.
Sorry, sir.
Got a nice car. Like, the lady rented me this nice car. I'm having a good time with it. I'm on my way to a date. A little bit of a rush. You know, it's my fault." And he you know, I was honest with him, so he was honest with me, and he was like, "Hey, I'm going to let you slide." So
nice guy.
Like 2 days later, I'm going to see Infinity War, and I'm late again because just getting off on a dairy, sometimes you don't get off at a specific time. So
could be doing all types of things.
I'm running behind, no shower, going in smelling like shit into a movie theater. I don't even care.
Hard day's work.
Excited to see this movie, and I'm like, I'm not even going. I went to a different town. I went to a town halfway between Amarillo and where I was staying when I first got pulled over.
Yeah.
So I was going a different direction.
Okay.
And I get pulled over by the same state trooper. Like, I literally get pulled over on the way to the movies. Guy's walking up.
Same guy. And
I see him and I start laughing. And the guy comes up and he sees me and he just goes, "Are you kidding me?" He goes, "What the hell, man?" I was just like, "Hey, I'm sorry. I'm late to go see this movie." And he goes, "Well, I just saw it this weekend. If you don't want a ticket, I get to tell you how it ends." And I was like, "Okay, fine." And he's like, "No, I'm just kidding with you, dude. Just go." He's like, "But if I pull you over again, I'm arresting you." And I was like, "Fair." Very fair.
Laughing with you.
Going like 95 and a 70 or 75 or 80 or whatever. Texas got some good. I think 75. I think it was
70 and 80 and 85.
It could have been 80. And I was doing like 90 and an 80. And he just was like, "Come on, man. It's 80 already." He's like, "What are you doing?"
I think 10 miles an hour is the cutoff you want to aim for.
Yeah, I'm sure I could have been going a little bit slower. But yeah, anyway, that's my Panhandle story, and a different one.
God bless the Panhandle, brother.
Yeah,
brother.
Yes.
Brother. Do we have any words of wisdom to the fine folks out there in the audience tonight? What's the most valuable lesson you've learned in your life?
I don't know. I feel like I shared some good ones on the last one, so let's try to find a different one. You know, something I've been reflecting on lately is you know, kind of self-image, how you see yourself, right?
Right.
And then within that, how you expect others to see you, right? You know, you hold yourself to some regard. You hope others see that, and they hold the same regard. Like, hey, this is a guy I respect because of these reasons, and
they see what you see.
But you kind of get lost in self-image, you know, which I feel like I am victim of, you know, and I get
100%.
You know, I just get a little bit too mixed up sometimes between work and other life. I'm a little too wound up. And, you know, my lesson would be, you know, have a self-image of yourself, but understand, you know, that there are differences in life. Like, you know, for me, I'm so stressed out here working, sometimes being the boss and doing everything I've got to do.
Right.
Sometimes I can bring that stress home. I can forget to disconnect. I can forget to do those things. So, you know, have this self-image, but go further and understand yourself and test yourself and understand your faults all the way to a point where you can kind of help yourself get out of a bad situation. You know, if you're, you know, causing issues between your wife or just with yourself or whatever it may be, right? Just having a better understanding of what it is that, you know, makes you who you are, right? All the different characteristics and everything like that. So
I love it. Find what makes you tick and
and understand it and build on it and work on your weaknesses and continue to build on your strengths and that's all you can do in life. I mean, if you're doing that and you really put your heart in that, I mean, you're everything anyone could ever ask for.
Couldn't agree more, brother. Makes me think of a great quote from good old Jordan Peterson. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Just trying to be a little better than that.
Yeah.
Good thing to think about.
Yes.
It's not too overwhelming.
No.
Makes it a simplified, way to gauge. Hey, am I better than yesterday? Okay, we're heading in the right direction. I love the wise words, Wyatt. Brother, it has been a wonderful, meat-filled evening. We are amongst the meat. We are one with the meat.
We're about to go eat some meat.
We are about to go eat some meat. Here is our 48-pound butcher block from 1802.
Oh, shit. 48 pound.
It's a big bastard.
You can do kettle swings with that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm already getting gains just by doing this. So we're about to go have some meat. Brother, been an honor and a pleasure to be here at the one and only Yesteryears in the heart of DeMotte, Indiana. I know we need to make sure to follow at Yesteryears.
Yesteryears Market,
Yesteryears Market.
Facebook, Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Will be the site. We are we've sent everything in for the site. We're just waiting back on people. So yesteryearsmarket.com. So yeah, we're going to be
firing on all cylinders.
Yes, sir.
And if you're in the area, come see Wyatt.
Please stop by. Ask for me. I'll give you a little tour of the shop if it's your first time. Kind of give you a, like a top 5, if you will. Anything like that, right? I'll show you around and show you what we're made of.
Get the top 5 special.
Yeah,
one of everything.
You know it.
One of everything. Well, brother.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Always
I'm
a
glad
pleasure.
we could do this. This is great.
Hell of a time, brother.
It really was.
Hell of a time. We hope you had a hell of a time, ladies and gents.
Yeah, if only you knew what's going to go down the next 2 nights from here on out.
It will be a lot of celebration.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it will be a lot of reflection.
You know what? A lot of people who are watching might actually be there and know.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Down.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to all my Culver family out there. We'll see you soon.
Yep.
You may hear this after the reunion. You may not. Or
it's definitely after.
It'll
if you
be
get it in
before,
before, this guy's the cut genius.
Yeah,
He's just slicing and dicing the edits. Just fucking. I mean,
the butcher of video. Or
butcher exactly.
Of the video.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what I do to a degree. I mean,
butcher of
I don't
editing.
cut much. I try and leave in the good, and there's a lot of good. A lot of good. And we hope you have a good time, ladies and gents. Have a great day tomorrow. Be better than yesterday. And let's keep the vibes at all-time highs. Adios, amigos.
Adios.